Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Friday. We got a 4-day weekend. It is Memorial Day, a day of remembrance for those who have served in not only our country, but let's give you a Memorial Day, honey, if you served in the army of the kingdom. What about if you just served in the army of life? Yeah. It's Memorial Day. It's Memorial Day. So we salute every single solidarity officer. We salute every member of our society who are on the battlefield fighting for social justice, just for peace in the land, for community building, just for reunification in our families. Those warriors, those fighters. It's Memorial Day weekend, honey. We want to give all of us a hand clap because we're all somehow, some way, intricately involved in building up each other again. And so we're all soldiers on this field, on this battlefield. So I want to give you all a round of applause. I want to give you a round of applause. And before I continue that, honey, you know what we come here to do on any day. We want to give God a hand clap. Come on, clap it up. Clap it up, clap it up. Don't you ever forget why I come on here. We come to give God some praise. We come to give God glory, honor. We come to give Abba thanks and gratitude. We want to extol Abba for everything, for allowing us to be and to realize how blessed and how much of a blessing we are. We are the blessing. We are the blessing. He's already blessed us, and we are the blessing, and it's our job now to receive and to give. Honey, we are the conduits. We receive it and we give it. It's got to come through us to get to that next line. It could be linear, it could be above, it could be a little bit below, but sometimes we're the conduit that brings that to pass. Anyway, thank you for that praise. Thank you for that short moment of remembrance. Remembering God, remembering Abba, remembering Ruach HaKodesh, which is the Holy Spirit. Because don't forget, honey, it's also Pentecostal week. It's also Pentecostal week, and we want to take time out for that as well. All right. What is Freedom Friday about this week? You are free to operate under your true identity. You are free to operate under your true identity. Earlier this week on Tune Up Tuesday, I talked about the ugly duckling narrative. And there were some components to that ugly duckling narrative. In those components, the ugly duckling was what? Asking other animals that didn't look like him who he was. Then he had begun to call himself an ugly duckling when that's not who he was. And then on top of that, he had to come out of the reeds so that he began to see his beauty, to begin to see who he really and truly was in the kingdom, in nature, in life. So today, Freedom Friday is be free to operate in your trueness. In other words, you can give up your DBA. Doing business as. You know that's a legal term where we can get a fictitious name and we can operate in someone else under that other name, even though we have a true entity. We want to use another name to operate in for legal purposes. Well, for spiritual purposes, I invite you on Freedom Friday to lay down your DBA, the fictitious names, the fictitious identities, those things that when we operate in our situation or in characters that don't fit us or in the fictitious understandings or those things that would say that I'm operating under pain and I'm operating under hurt and I'm operating under my past experiences, and I'm operating under somebody else's projected reality, and I'm operating outside of my true identity. Today on Freedom Friday, be free to give up your DBA, to use your true DBA, being as. Being courageous, being strong, being joy, being love. I believe biblically it says, do not be afraid. Do not fear. Do not be fearful. Right? So today on Freedom Friday, I invite you to lay down your ugly duckling narrative. And do being as a child of the Most High. Do being as a co-creator. Do being as love. Do being as peace. Do being as mercy. Do being as grace. Do being as the social justice warrior that you've been. Do being as. You can come out of the reeds. Spirit does say, come out from among them. Because there are other swans operating who can see your beauty, who understand the trial, who understand the test, but also who can see through it all to understand that you are truly a being, a divine being, operating in being. So on Freedom Friday, come out and be. Do being as. You can lay down that fictitious information that somebody may have told you, says you wouldn't be who you are if it wasn't for me. You can lay that down. You can lay down that I was a mistake. You can lay that down. That's fictitious. All of those things are fictitious sayings because you are who you are because God made you who you are. Christ consciousness allows you to be who you are. Ruach HaKodesh comes to remind you of the things that Jesus taught so that you could be who you need to be. And not only that, you are a divine being, period. And once you in tune and attuned to that, you're good to go. So on Freedom Friday, don't forget to be. You are free to lay down the fictitious name, your DBA, to DBA, do being as. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Hey, I hope this blessed you. I know this is the afternoon. It's Friday. Have a great weekend, but most certainly be safe. And if you like this piece right here, this is from my African collection, made by these hands, of course. We're just going to start featuring them. And hopefully you like it. And if you do, give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the Elders Table at the Elders Table. I think it's 5259. I really appreciate each and every one of you for the love, for always the continuing and the encouraging names that you give, that you spell. I appreciate you. We thank you. We love you. And please have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. This is the Elders Table.